Welcome once again to the Cosmic Portal 2.0. I am your host, Ethos. Yes, I have dropped the Dark Con and gone back to my Portal roots. Today's show, as always, at the beginning of the month, we like to try to do a little monthly rundown, but we're going to take it just a little bit different this time. Unfortunately, I can't say with me, as always, is my special agent, Bishop. But he'll be back soon, hopefully. The Mad Hatter also has had some family business, so it's just going to be me and the rest of the Heralds. So, without further ado, my Heralds, speak.
Well, you know you got Foss always here with you, man, so don't worry about that, Ethos.
And there's Windhammer here.
The main three, we have our main core group. So we're going to try to bring you a good show, as always. Of course, you know, we are very opinionated on our subjects, but with the monthly rundown comes with certain things that we thought you'd like this time. I wanted to bring to you something that I always do, is before I come over here to Asgardian land, I go to the local comic book shop, pick up my one book. Because Ethos is Poe. So I get my one book. And it's Batman Eternal. And I love it. You know, it's keeping me occupied right now because I can't afford to get everything else that I want to get. But I found out something interesting. Since this is a September show, in September they got the New 52 Futures in. 41 one-shot titles. Action Comics, Aquaman and the Others, Futures End, Batgirl, Batman. Now these are all Futures End titles. Batwing, Batwoman, Birds of Prey, Booster Gold.
God, yes, Booster Gold.
God. Catwoman, Constantine, Detective Comics, Earth 2, Grayson, Green Arrow, Green Lantern Corps, Green Lantern, The New Guardians, Harley Quinn, Infinite Man, and the Forever People, Justice League Dark, Justice League United, the new Suicide Squad. I'm still upset about Harley and you know who. Red Hood and the Outlaws, Red Lantern, Sinestro, Star Spangled War Stories, G.I. Zombie.
That's how much that's going to cost to buy.
Superman. So how much is it going to cost?
More than $200.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. If you get all these titles, you're looking at like $204. That's before tax.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing, Teen Titans, Flash, Trinity of Sin, The Stranger, Wonder Woman, and The World's Finest. But I mean, you know, pick and choose your titles. See what you like, what you don't like. We're actually going to be doing a podcast from a local comic book store here once we get talking with the owner, get ourselves situated, and get ourselves
I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be pretty good.
But I want to know what you guys think about certain things that are coming out in the comic book land. That was my little tidbit, my little nugget. Faustin, weren't you looking at TV?
Yeah, I was just looking into a lot of the shows. I mean, I'm a TV watcher, you know, because I have no real life outside in the trees and the trees and the sunlight. So, you know, I do a lot of TV and I do a lot of binge TV watching, just like you said, you know. So I don't always go to the network. I'll go to my favorite site and just, you know,
the BBC.
That's good, refreshing, original content.
Yeah, why do we keep... That's the show we should do. Why do we keep stealing BBC shows?
Because we've already stole Japanese shows.
Oh!
But anyway.
Come in the site!
But yeah, there's a lot of shows coming out, you know, because we're in the fall season, and I know a lot of people have just been, you know, sitting on edge, waiting for their... you know, cliffhanger shows to finally come back and find out where your last character was left off from, hope he's alright, and, you know, just ready to see him kick butt once again. But the thing that is always refreshing to me are the new shows that are coming out. And I can't wait because it's so fun to it's like going to the movie theaters and watching the previews of movies that are coming out. You've got that power to say, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that," or "No, that's horrible. It's not going to work."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I just wanted to run down through a few of the fall shows that are coming out. And I didn't want to go in depth with a lot of stuff that's already running because, you know, we kind of already know about that. But it's just more surprising to hear what's new and what we didn't know about and stuff that we've been waiting to hear.
That's what I'm waiting to hear.
So, anyway, I wanted to start with Constantine. Constantine's coming out October 10th, NBC. It'll be on Friday nights at 10 o'clock.
I want to see that. The guy that
He
plays
looks like Constantine.
He looks exactly like Constantine. Man, that's crazy.
They did their...
And I'm gonna say something. I like the movie.
Okay, all right. See,
A lot of
man.
people pick on me because they're like, "Oh, you
That's
don't
not
know
Constantine,
Constantine.
yeah.
You don't know Constantine." I'm like, listen. Yes, I never read Constantine. You know, I read a comic here and there, but that's about it. But if you see that movie, you're gonna be entertained. I don't care if you're a comic book fan or not a comic book fan. My wife loves that movie. I love that movie.
I love it too.
I mean, it's a fun movie.
I agree with you.
I like the
Windhammer.
devil.
Absolutely. I never read one. I never picked up one Constantine book.
Me either.
But if there was ever a reason for me to get started,
It
was that movie.
Yes,
it was that movie.
Right.
So I mean, for people that I can understand, you know, it doesn't pay homage or it's not as like the comic book is, but hey, give it something because it got me into it.
Yeah, exactly.
As well as a lot of people, you know. So now I'm ready and eager to know a little more about it. So, and if that's what the show is going to provide, you know, I'm sure we're going to be all in on it.
Have you not seen the preview for the show?
No.
Oh, I have not.
I haven't seen it.
I can't tell you then because see, Boss goes crazy when you start telling him.
Yeah.
Spoiler. He don't like the spoilers.
He doesn't like the
I
spoilers.
don't care about the spoilers.
YouTube it, Constantine. I'm telling you, that preview alone will make you go, okay, I'm down for that.
I'm in. Yeah. All right.
Well, that's my homework for tonight. Then I'll definitely be watching that. Okay. Well, anyway, sounds like Constantine's getting a thumbs up from us all.
Thumbs up.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, let's go with something that we all knew about, and if you have any credibility about you at all, you saw the series pilot leak way when it came out.
Well,
And we're talking about the Flash.
Oh no, I don't.
Yes, I'm very, very excited about the Flash.
Yeah, I just happened. I don't know how I saw it. I didn't see it illegally. I just turned on my internet and it just popped up like some virus. So I was bound to watch it.
I opened the portal.
But yes, as you all know and have already seen, the pilot for The Flash will be airing October 7th. It actually took place in, was it...
June?
Yeah, June is when it actually aired. But anyway, October 7th, for those who are honest...
What are y'all thoughts on that?
I'm telling you, I even heard they're redoing his costume to make it more 52-ish.
The costume looks amazing.
I think it looks good. There's a few things that I like about the Flash that I'd like to share with everybody.
Okay.
Number one, if anybody's a fan of the previous Flash, you have Wesley Shipp in there. I'm really a big fan of
the original
show.
Man, I got that on VHS,
you know,
and I burned it
and
in DVD.
That show for its time was
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
And the suit was amazing.
Oh my god.
And it was a great show. It just didn't have the fandom of the time to really keep it going.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
we had
you know,
Mark Hamill.
There you go.
It was just.
As a trickster.
It was on
Mark Hamill.
It was firing on all cylinders, but it was way before its time, or for fandom to actually give it a boost to really keep its ratings going. So that's.
But you know why
I think the problem they had was that the producers realized that fans wanted villains late.
No, they couldn't keep up with the production cost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For making him, all that running around and all that super speed. It just they couldn't keep up with it.
By nowadays standards, it's the norm.
Yeah,
back then, some shows are ahead of their time. I mean, that's why
that was a good one, man.
Yeah, I mean, it takes
a
while.
Said that.
Now, but here's the other interesting thing: the guy that's playing the Flash now, he's from Norfolk, Virginia.
Yes, he's
went
from
to
Norfolk,
Granby
Virginia.
High School.
No.
Yeah, my therapist is a friend of his brother. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But here's the ironic kicker: Wesley Shipp is also from Norfolk, Virginia.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God.
For all you podcasters that don't know where this podcast is coming from.
Live from Norfolk, Virginia, is the Cosmic Portal.
Absolutely. So I just wanted to give a little bit of a hand clap because we're getting some props here.
God, man.
You know,
We gotta try to get them on the show.
we have a little more. We have a little more that's going on for Norfolk instead of NCIS. You know, so it's good to have some really good fanboy props out of this place.
I heard about that.
About what?
NCIS Norfolk. Give me a break.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
All
yeah.
It is funny if you ever look at the show.
My wife likes that show.
And I used to watch it. I don't watch it like I used to, but they'll show you all the Virginia driver's license and they'll tell you about all the locations. But they're not shooting here in Norfolk. Just to let you guys know.
No,
Every place that you see there, I don't know if it's they showed the beach one time. Oh, it's over in Virginia Beach. Let's go down there.
I'm sure the writer.
Virginia Beach. And,
I'm sure the writers either he's from Norfolk or or was born in Virginia or something because they know obviously they know the location. But I've seen a few episodes and I'm like I know where that is. That's not it.
Yeah,
that's not Norfolk. That's not Little Creek. That's not NOB. That's not okay. But
oh my God, I can't guess you dropped that bombshell.
But I was really excited. I wanted to share that with you guys.
I'm impressed.
It's just a really nice thing. I told you I did
You
a
have
little bit of
impressed-
homework.
You have impressed me.
Very well.
Oh my God,
Very well done.
man.
Yeah. But and if anything, that's a reason to watch the show.
Yeah.
Because now we have to.
Foz is bringing the knowledge, man.
What?
Yeah. And
I'm gonna be like a supervisor.
It's
Just kick
really
back.
interesting. Both of the individuals were graduates of Granby High School.
Are you serious? No, man. You've done your ancestors proud.
I wanted to go to Granby. I had to go to Bayside.
But anyway, I wanted to, just throw that out there, and I'm
Good job,
really
man.
happy about that. And it was once again October 7th, Tuesdays. And if you ever look at your timelines of when they want shows to be, what time of day, if you get a show that's on a Monday or a Tuesday or any day of the week, it's there for a long time because it's your weekend shows where they don't have the audience.
Yeah.
Where they have to really worry.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Fridays usually they're the worst because people are always hanging out.
I mean, your
that was
Sundays,
Star Trek slot.
your Sundays when everybody's home, those are always big days. That's why there's big shows on Sundays. Monday's the same thing. You always have your big shows, like the Blacklist and everything else that's on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Blacklist.
Big stuff like that.
So what you're saying is, DC is on just about every day of the week except for one day.
You don't say there, Ethos.
Yeah,
Wait, because there's Tuesdays is Flash.
Tuesdays is Flash.
Wednesdays is Arrow, and Thursdays is
There's nothing on Thursday.
What's the other day?
Friday
when
we have Constantine.
Oh, Friday with Constantine. That's right.
So that only leaves
Monday. And I guess that's a good time for me to introduce that Gotham is coming on Mondays.
Can you tell we have a DC fanboy in here?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Mondays, starting September 22nd.
Ooh,
on
what day
Mondays
before my mama's birthday?
boy.
at 8 p.m.
Oh boy.
The time slot. So
I'll watch it, but I'm like
What? What?
I'll
What,
watch it,
Asgardian?
but I'll watch it, but I'm like
Batarang, please.
wait. What? Okay, let me see. I haven't watched it. I haven't even watched the pilot, but let me see. They killed Bruce Wayne's parents. And then
how did you guess?
there's Detective Gordon, and he becomes very prominent, and he becomes commissioner.
Gosh, he's
And
right.
then let me see. There's the Penguin, and he starts acting psychotic, and then he becomes a boss. And
Okay. Well, what about?
it's all gonna happen.
What about Fish Maloney?
Who's Fish Maloney?
That's Jada Pinkett. Miss Smith. Yes.
Is that how they call her, Fish?
Yeah, that's a new character they made up for the
Yeah.
show.
Oh, okay. So
No, I'm sure it's gonna be a great show. I'm sure it's gonna be a great show. But I'm like, why don't they do? Oh my God, there's so many shows I could do with Batman related
Oh, well,
stuff.
yeah.
Man.
See, but the thing is, they had Birds of Prey and it tanked.
I love Birds of Prey.
I have it
the
too.
DVD.
I have
the
it.
DVD.
I have it. And the only thing I didn't like was Huntress never wore a mask.
Yes. She wasn't really.
Huntress.
She wasn't my
No,
Huntress. She wasn't my
exactly.
Huntress, but
She was not really Huntress,
But she
man.
was gorgeous, and it was a fun show.
Yeah, but I prefer wheelchair Barbara Gordon. I'm sorry, Oracle.
And that was her.
Man, I'm telling you,
yeah.
Yes.
that
Absolutely.
when she wheeled out that chair with that red hair, I was like, Yes.
It does.
And when she wore, and what about when she wore the Batgirl
Put the
suit?
suit back
Yes.
on.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Put the suit back on.
Oh
yes,
my gracious, that
man.
was perfect. That was
That
perfect.
one was great.
Man,
That was great.
man.
That was good TV.
But everybody's screaming. Really, they want Nightwing, Nightwing, Nightwing.
Yeah, I want Nightwing.
Okay. Okay. Everybody wants Nightwing. Can I get some props for Robin?
And I want
we
a Team
all
Drake
passing
show.
over-
A Team Drake show.
Yeah.
Yes,
I want Tim Drake
He
because.
was a Robin.
Yeah.
Well, give me a Robin. I mean, they don't want him in the movies. They want Nightwing, Nightwing. You know what? I'll be the first one to say it. Nightwing, please. I want Tim Drake. I want a Robin. I want my Batman with my Robin, and not that hokey Chris O'Donnell Robin. I want a Robin. I want somebody who wants to be Robin
Yes.
with Batman, and Batman going,
Team Drake.
you need to stay in the Batcave for a little while. No, you're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. That's what I want to see.
I think you've got a lot of listeners right now that are agreeing with you.
Yes.
Just-
Yes.
I honestly do think that because that's the refreshing thing that we've been waiting for
Yes.
for a long time,
Yeah.
but has never really come to be or come to true fruition.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's the movies or
You know
it's
what?
bad to have to hold on to that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that
no, you're
old
good.
school Batman with Adam
Yeah.
West to find a real Robin that really wants to be Robin.
That's just it. No one, like you said,
Tim
man.
Burton.
Nobody,
I mean,
they all said in the comics now, and like Windhammer said last week, Tim Drake was the only one that wanted to be Robin, and then they go ahead and they take that from him that he was
Yeah.
never even Robin anymore.
He was the best Robin. He was the best Robin.
You know what I mean?
And it is funny because producers are like, well, it wouldn't really be good for Batman to be hanging with a kid because he would be putting him in danger and it wouldn't be believable. And then you'd be like, well, what about Hit Girl? She's exactly the same age and she's
You know
more
they're going to give
kick-ass
us.
than anybody.
But you know what they're going to give us? They're going to give us Damian Wayne. They're going to give us
Yeah.
this test tube baby, killer assassin from birth, Robin, and they're going to screw over Tim.
Yeah.
They're just going to totally
Well-
screw him over, and then they're going to throw Nightwing in my
I
face.
can hope that I won't go that way, but
That's a rant on its own, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just go on and on.
We should do an episode on Robin.
You know we
our
should.
thoughts on Robin. We'll do that later.
yeah, that's
Because
plenty
I'm
to
sure
go on
I
with
have a
Robin.
lot to say about Robin.
Yeah, but well, Gotham once again, September 22nd, and I'm looking forward to at least the story of Commissioner Gordon
Okay.
is a very interesting one to me. I mean,
Okay.
you saw a little bit of it in year one,
Yes.
and you're like, okay, Jim.
Gordon was a badass.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And the story, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you get to see the actual beginning of Batman. With the gunshot heard around the world. But
Yeah.
it also is a story about a young detective and his partner Bullock
Yeah. that's
get
true.
taken
That's
on by that case,
true. Yeah.
and the stuff that ensues during it, and the characters that he encounters during it, and we know what it all leads up to, but sometimes it's good to know where you come from.
Well, see, this is what I'm wanting to see.
Yeah.
How much will Gotham corrupt Jim? Because we know later down the road, cheats on his wife.
Now, let's not give away all the saucy details of
I
what he's going to
mean,
be like.
Yeah, but
I want to
the-
see the corruption.
The thing is,
Because he's like this total, on focus, on point. I'm a good guy. They're bad guys. We're going to lock them up. I go by the book.
yeah.
Cop. Towards the end of the series, and when the series ends, supposedly when Batman finally dons the cowl is when the series ends. So we're
Really?
going to
That's going to be going on for a long time because this happens
the
when
ratings go. If the ratings,
because I mean,
we might get one season of Gotham, and then I'll be like,
I'm a little worried when I saw the kid Catwoman.
yeah.
I'm like, oh my god! Now they're all
Because-
friends in school. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Did you see the new Little Gotham comic that's out?
Yeah.
Okay, Gotham High, I think, is another
Gotham
one.
90210.
And that's one thing I got. I mean, I don't even want to go on a rant because I'm always bashing on DC. But Batman,
Yes, he is,
Bat-
isn't he?
Batman Eternal. When I heard that, what stores sold me on it was because they were saying, well, this is gonna be Stephanie Brown's book. We're gonna focus on Stephanie Brown, and I'm like, yes, Stephanie Brown. and then they show her, and I'm like, yes. So I bought every issue, and all of a sudden, she's no longer in the book at all.
Well,
she was in 3 issues. That's it.
You do know in episode 21 who's in here now.
Alfred.
No.
Who's in it?
Hush.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hush is in it. Okay.
Spoilers.
No mention of what happened before Hush even arrives.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We got no Robin story, nothing. He's here. He is here. Issue 21
of Batman Eternal.
He is here.
Gotta love it.
Again, they skipped over Robin. They don't care. Continue, Foster.
Okay. Anyway, Gotham. if we can think and talk about it just that much, think about how much more we're going to see because we don't even know what's happened yet. We're going to have a lot of conversations about the show.
Oh yeah.
But tune in for it, guys, and just listen in and see if your opinions are the same as ours.
Oh, and
if not, leave comments on.
Well, I was
Facebook
thinking
page.
what we're gonna have to do is like DVR it. And then wait a minute,
CokeandPopcorn.com.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Don't be giving away the trade secrets. And then we'll do, we'll watch it and do a commentary as we're watching it. Podcast.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
That sounds good.
One of the shows. We can pick a few and then
we'll do that a few times and see
how we go.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, here's where we get into some fun stuff. And
Uh-oh.
for me, fun stuff is
DC
competition.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Okay. Now, this is the competition I'm talking about. Your Gotham show.
Yes.
Yeah, Mondays. Let's see what else is coming on Mondays at 8.
There'll be nothing that can stop Gotham.
I like friendly competition.
Okay.
I'm not saying that something's going to stomp Gotham, but I even would enjoy seeing Gotham stomp something else. Forever. This show about this guy that just doesn't die.
Really? I haven't even heard about it.
It's coming out September 22nd, the same day, Monday at 8 p.m. on ABC.
Oh, wow. Forever.
Disney, get out of here.
It's about this guy that, during certain events and whatever happens to him, he dies. But when he comes back, he always comes back, and they say in the little synopsis that he always comes back naked. And he never knows why this is happening to him, and that's the whole, deal that's going on. It's an investigation of his life and whatever else he's investigating, it's a whole cop deal, once again. But anyway, this is a show that's going up against Gotham.
It's a tough matchup right there.
So, if you like what you just heard, don't get too used to it. Because it's probably going to get canceled.
So that's basically
ABC has a thing about that, right? You getting into a show, and the next thing you know, 3 episodes in,
they just test the waters, But that sounds like Eternal Warrior without the. Is that how you Resurrection Man? I'm sorry, Resurrection Man without the powers.
Yeah,
because Resurrection Man, that's what he does.
Sounds like Highlander to me.
Oh yeah,
without being naked.
Without the nakedness.
Absolutely. Okay, and then we've got Scorpion.
Huh? Like the name?
This is an interesting show, guys. It's pretty much done on a level of they call them like the Justice League. They describe them like the Justice League without powers.
Really?
They're doing the best they can to save the world, but they just don't have the superpowers.
So they're Batman.
Whatever
core.
skills they have, whatever knowledge they have in computers, whatever connects they have with the world or whatever, and they
it's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, they get world-threatening stuff that happens to them, and it's a group of people that they all kind of had to get together and recruit and everything, and it sounds pretty interesting.
It does.
This will be coming on Mondays, but it comes on. They were smart enough to get a 9:00 time slot right after Gotham.
Slides you right on in.
So that'll they'll keep the hero premise going, so they might get some Gotham backlash, you know. And I think it'll, hopefully they'll ride the wave. They're already trying to. Yeah. But it sounded pretty good.
It sounds good.
It does.
Yeah, I would give it a watch, I'm going to give all these one watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you have to. It's part of your job description.
But yeah, that's starting September 30th. And that's, about a week after Gotham. A little after brief.
I'll watch as many as I can until my Asgardian queen kicks me to the curb and be like, either you watch me or you watch the show. For Asgard, let's do it.
speaking, of course, since we're talking about competition,
Uh-huh.
Sci-Fi, or Siffy, like you like to call them.
Siffy.
Siffy decided to put their dukes up against the zombie thing that's going on now.
Oh, I heard about
And
that.
they've got Z Nation.
Z Nation, yeah.
Z Nation. Now, whether they can take on Rick, I don't know.
I doubt it. But it's not on the same day, so you can probably catch on the...
Theirs is going to be on Fridays.
Yep.
Fridays at 10, starting September 12th. You know, and The Walking Dead right now, to me, is... I mean, they've got a lock on the whole zombie thing.
Yeah, the Walking Dead is to zombies what the Marvel Cinematic Universe is to movies. It's like... They're like an unstoppable train that you just...
Come on, man. You saw the show. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really a zombie fan.
Yeah.
My son is watching it, and I'm watching it with him because, you have to check your child's content.
Mm-hmm.
Good man.
And I'm sitting there going, God, I want to turn this to like something like Family Guy and make him leave the room or something, I started getting into the show.
Man, the show is really good.
I started getting into the show.
Mm-hmm.
When he said he had to kill his best friend, I did all this for you people. I was like, man.
Yeah.
I was hooked.
The show is very, very intense.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was a long time coming from the first episode.
Oh my gosh.
You were watching it. You're like, oh my gosh.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Man.
It's going down.
Man.
And what about, just look at the flowers.
Oh, yeah.
What? Man, I'm going to tell you what.
Girl was...
That's a routine with my wife. Me and my wife, we're always, every Sunday, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, Walking Dead is on. Whatever we're doing, Walking Dead is on. Let's go.
You know something? And isn't it interesting how Family Time is now gathered around some zombies?
It's crazy. How about some horrific
Sundays,
things?
I have a lot of people that are, oh man, I can't wait till Sunday, oh man, we're going to, cook a nice dinner,
nice steak.
It's just me and my honey and the zombies.
It's crazy.
It's like, wow, your quality time is in post-apocalyptic zombie world.
It's become such a phenomenon that you even stay after the show to watch the talking
commentary thing.
Yeah, The Talking Dead.
That's crazy, man.
Well, I have to divide my time up between that and the adolescence of WWE because my sons now are huge fans.
Oh, really?
And,
I like it because right after that I can go straight into Comic Book Man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mr. Smith, we're coming for you and your comic book man.
Or come to us. We'll draw a line and talk about things.
Mr. Smith.
Anybody challenge him with the Ice Bucket Challenge?
No. Not that I don't
I saw you guys and somebody actually called me out and I had liked his picture. And my wife was like, Did you know Foss challenged you? I'm like, no he didn't. Yes he did. You even liked the thing. I went, oh did I? Well, I saw him getting wet, so yeah, I liked it. I saw it, like
yeah, I challenged 3 people.
So now I guess I have to do this thing.
You have to. You had 24 hours.
I had 24 hours.
Now you got to pay $100.
So I mean, I wasn't paying the thing, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that because I think
Sunday.
I saw somebody's wonderful Ice Bucket Challenge just this week.
I have to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, when Hammer did it, and I
got nominated by Tom Harris.
Yeah.
What's up, Tom? Tom Harris is the host of a podcast called Radio Free Asgard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he basically takes a comic book and he does all the voices.
Nice.
Thor's voice, Odin's voice.
Oh,
man, it's
that's something I would
awesome,
love to do.
dude. It's awesome.
Okay, we're gonna.
I mean,
get him
that's
on the show.
I'm a horn, but I like doing voices too. So
man,
yeah, I'd love to talk with him.
I'm telling you
Tom
guys,
Harris is a good guy.
I
Man.
have an audio script for a story.
Yes, he does.
And it's been sitting there. It's 100 pages.
Something we can do.
Something we can do.
We can talk about it.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
As you
Maybe we can get Tom to do a voice.
Hey.
Who knows?
You mentioned there was a couple of other little new things. Have you guys heard this? Wesley Snipes
Yes.
has confirmed
Yes.
Blade 4.
Yes.
That's it. I don't care.
It's
Get
gonna
that
be-
stupid, that one that they did without him, that TV show that they tried to.
Oh, with your boy from Onyx.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
Talk about crap fest. Get that out of here. I mean, I own it. And I'm ashamed to say I own it, but I own it because I'm a Blade fan. But
I think that we, as fans, we have to own up to watching that.
Yeah.
To keep it going.
Yeah.
Because if the minute we turn down anything or stop or go to negativity on anything,
yeah,
it's a downhill
and
thing.
it's crazy.
bad.
It's crazy that we live in a time where we have basically cluttered the whole week with comic book shows. When for years you went like, man, I wish I could see the X-Men in a movie.
Oh,
Man, I wish I could see a decent Batman
You're
movie.
absolutely right.
And now you're like, here you go, one every
do
year.
you remember
For
Saturday
10.
mornings when the X-Men TV show would come on? Because
Oh,
we would
my
get
God.
together.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We would. I mean, every
that was a
morning.
Taco Bell
that was
run
a
event
thing.
right there.
We
That was
would
a
go
thing.
out, and I'd get the comic book because I had X-Men Adventures, because we
Yeah.
had Batman Adventures and X-Men Adventures.
Yes.
And I'd get my comics, and then that show would come on, and it would be like right from the comic book to
Boom.
the TV screen.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, we would do that, but like you said, now it's like, you know, you get so crazy because they're just popping them out, and like to 2028, they're talking about superhero movies.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's just insane with what they're trying to do.
But at the same time, that's 2026. That's just a hypothetical date. That will only last until people stop.
Going to the movies
Yes,
and series.
if people
Yeah.
stop going to the movies and they start, watching the TV shows, that's all
That's
coming to
true.
an end because that's happened
And,
before.
and don't get me wrong, I'm thankful. Like you said, I mean, there was a time when we were starving to look for anything
Oh,
that
yeah.
was, part of the
Oh,
fandom,
man.
starving for it, But now all of a sudden, Hollywood has finally opened its eyes or took its little blinders off, its little horse blinders off, and realized these characters have stories that go back years.
Like
Yeah.
you remember in the
We're
beginning,
dying for original content.
Yeah.
all that
Why don't
was
we do this?
Yeah.
lowbrow. That's
Well,
lowbrow.
let's give it
That's
a
not
try.
really acting. That's a man in a costume.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
lowbrow.
But
I'm not giving you this Academy Award to be dressed up as a man dressed as a bat.
yeah.
No, that's lowbrow. Now A-listers are lining up
Yeah.
to do superhero movies.
Yeah.
Insane.
And that just goes to show that Hollywood itself, and I mean, don't get me wrong, as much as I'm a fan of Hollywood, they've got their issues too. They took such a long time to finally do something because Hollywood was so unoriginal for a while. I mean, they went through the writer's strikes and there was no original content and nothing going on, and now they're grasping at straws after trying to copy so much from Japan and so much
Yep.
from BBC in England. I mean, all our reality shows come from England.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all of our horror movies, other stuff, movies and futuristic movies and animation come from Japan.
Japan. Yeah.
So now they finally went back to some good original American content
Yeah.
that they should have done a long time ago. I mean, give somebody that's an artist a chance. That I mean, there are stories out there that are just people are dying to hear and see, and will line up for. As you can see, I mean, look at Avengers pulling in billions of dollars.
No, look at Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh my
That's a story
gosh.
that I don't even read Guardians of the Galaxy, and that movie is like the highest grossing movie
Yeah.
right now of the summer.
Amazing stuff.
It's crazy, man. It's insane.
Yeah. And it's just good. This is good stuff, and I really appreciate it. But like you were saying, I mean, yeah, it's going on until 2008. But now that Hollywood's on board with those superheroes, they're going to bombard us with it. And bombard us with it.
As
And
long as it's good, but from what I've seen from Fantastic Four, good lord, man. And I'm more of a Marvel fan, but even I'm like,
But we can forgive
Lord,
them, Hammer, for
Jesus,
that.
we
man.
all have we all have stuff that we don't like to talk
Yeah,
about.
man, it's crazy.
Oh, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin.
When I yeah.
Cool, birds, boy.
God! Nipples on my back suit. What was
No,
he
the
thinking?
little zipper butt crack.
Oh man!
I was like, wow,
Here you go back, take these credit cards.
Uh,
Oh,
but Adam West was killing it, man. Come on, you know the best you see, man. Come on.
that was a phenomenon too.
You know, I mean, we've seen the trend, and everybody always says, well, DC needs to get on the ball. Well, DC's been kicking butt since 1940 something with the Batman serials, all the way up until Batman Forever. Okay. All right, then we die off. Okay, so
Well,
Marvel
don't get me
comes
wrong,
out with
they don't kill Supermans.
yeah, the Superman's except
Christopher
for
Reeve.
yeah.
Superman Quest for Peace.
Even
And even Superman 3 with Richard
No.
Pryor.
No. There was no Superman 3 with Richard Pryor. I'm sorry.
That didn't happen.
So, I mean, you know, like I said, Marvel's turns up the bat, which is great, and they're doing a good job. But, you know, when you don't acknowledge Blade as your jump off point,
that's crazy.
Which it was, and the first superhero R-rated movie, and it blows doors off everybody.
Yes. And that's another character that 90% of the population, 90% of the audience that went to see that movie didn't know who he was.
Yeah,
they just knew Wesley Snipes.
Believe me.
And
he promoted the heck out of that movie.
Yeah. And
I mean, every time you saw him, and then of course he's a real martial artist, which made it even.
Absolutely.
And that's one character that it's like Iron Man. It's like Robert Downey Jr. Once he starts doing it. He's never going to be the same.
No, you can't do it.
It ain't like Batman, because Batman, as much as Bruce Wayne is important, Batman was important. Batman is the real character.
Thank you. Right.
When he has that outfit.
Yeah.
That's why one of the reasons I was upset with The Dark Knight Rises. Because you only see Batman in the outfit like 15 minutes out of the whole movie, out of almost a 3-hour movie. You know what I'm saying?
You know what my favorite part of that movie was?
What?
When he's sitting there and he's looking at Bane, kind of defeated. And he's like, "You came back. How'd you come back?" And then he gets stabbed. I'm sitting there going, "You let her sneak up on you like that and stab you? What were you thinking?" I mean, I understand.
You're Batman, dude.
Exactly. You let this woman sneak up on you and stab you in your side.
I know Bill Finger was rolling his grave when he's
Where's that little back fist that Batman always gives somebody sneaking up behind him?
I know Paul Dini and all these great creators were like, is this dude for real?
You know, there were so many other things wrong with that movie. I'm sitting there, you know, Bane breaks Batman because I was like in a Rocky movie. Throw the towel. Stop trying to fight. Just get out of the way.
Get out of there.
And you're a Batman.
I'm a Batman fan, right? I'm a Batman nut, right?
Fan, yeah.
So I'm watching my man get beat down. Bane, you know, I will break you. He explodes the thing. All the toys come falling down. I'm sitting there. They drag Batman off. Batman gets in a rope, trying to climb out of the thing, and falls. Right?
Yeah.
After healing his back, he falls again, and I'm like, well, there goes your back. Why would you even do something that stupid? Mr. Nolan, and then you had the nerve to come out and say anyone can be Batman. Stop it.
Exactly.
Stop it. Just
yeah.
Which brings me to my point of people not being true fans of the character involved with having power to change our characters to their liking or trying to make them real or whatever. And it's a comic book. You have to have a leap of faith to actually keep these things going.
Yeah.
And Star Trek, Robert Orci is trying to direct it, and he's a big Star Trek guy. He writes for Star Trek stuff.
Yeah.
And the studio won't give him the go-ahead because he's an untested director.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants to bring Trek back to the way it was, you know, and Hollywood is just a gimmick machine for butts in seats. I'm not really caring how you get this movie done. Just put butts in seats. You know, specifically the 18 and under crowd, because they're the ones who keep coming in with the money.
Michael Bay.
Seeing everything over and over again, right?
Yeah. Just put a bunch of explosions in it.
So
hot girls and explosions. Yeah.
The only thing that redeems DC as far as movie wise goes is their animation department, and I'm telling you,
DC's animation is
oh my god,
leaps and bounds above anything else.
It's killing me. But the best news that I have on my birthday.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, the 3rd of September. Ethos is a Rolling Stone. The death of Wolverine #1. The end of the Marvel fan poster boy for Marvel. The Wolverine dies.
That's just
nonsense. He's gonna die.
Yeah.
He's going to get rid of this character.
I'm sure he will. After they sell 50,000 copies of that comic, they're gonna be like, yeah, we don't want 50,000 copies of it anyway.
Oh my god, man! I just get so sick of everybody trotting out Wolverine. Like he's, you know, there's so many underrated characters in Marvel. Captain America finally gets a little bit of props. They cut him. Okay, Falcon, you're going to be the new Captain America. Okay, you know, I mean, just,
he's just a character that just bugs me. Because for a while there was only a few. It was a little set of people that followed him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all kind of like, oh, he's pretty cool, little short guy with claws.
They changing so much too.
But man, when they started saying he can come back from one cell, if Wolverine's still alive, he could regenerate his whole body.
It's like Deadpool.
Give me crap. That's no, I can't do that. I can't.
Yeah, Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm getting sick of Deadpool because everybody's, my son.
But that's a double-edged sword, though.
Yeah, but my son, he's
a
like a Deadpool fan now, and I'm like, you don't even know who Deadpool is. And he's like, yeah, I do. He's a killer that talks real funny and gives quick, smart answers. And I'm just I'm ashamed to even trying to be a comic book fan.
But you know what? That whole Wolverine, I see what you're saying. Because now, he became way too popular. But at the same time, the whole he can live through anything is you can take it as a double-edged sword with Batman. Because when you tell me, Batman can't beat Superman. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Superman can fly and be like 10,000 feet above Batman. Fry him with his vision. That's it. That's gonna be it. You telling me he's gonna beat Superman? Are you crazy? But
you got your things with Superman and Batman. Batman knows he can push Superman's buttons because Superman tries to be this Boy Scout. Now there's 52 Superman. Ain't nothing
to be messed with.
Yeah, remember how he grabbed what can you do? You know what I mean? Yeah. This Superman he's not no help a cat out of the tree type Superman.
No.
You know what I mean? Batman really needs to watch himself around.
He's Man of Steel. Actually, you know what? Man of Steel, the movie Superman.
Yeah.
Man, he ain't nothing to play with.
No.
He ain't like he ain't your Boy Scout anymore.
No.
Yeah.
So they're bringing She-Hulk back. She's gonna have number 8 on September 3rd. Spider-Man 2099. Damian loved that guy. Uncanny X-Men, Original Sin, number 25. X-Men 19. Now these all drop on September 3rd. Rocket Raccoon, of course.
Yeah, of course, exactly.
Yeah. Punisher 10. Moon Knight 7.
Oh, Moon Knight. Moon Knight. Man, I'm telling you what.
What?
I don't know. You haven't been reading Moon Knight. I'm gonna give you my copies because you have to realize, man. Moon Knight this character is so awesome, dude. I mean, they've done so many iterations of him. Like he's crazy. He's he's kind of mystical.
That's been a long time reading.
That's like Dark Horse.
It's so many iterations, but this one. Actually, look at it. It's right there in front of you. This new series, man, he gets into the scene just like Batman. Everybody knows who he is. Nobody wants to mess with him
because he's a killer.
And that's the thing.
But see, that's the difference. That's anti-hero versus hero.
But that's the thing. But that he's like he's so badass that he's like somebody once asked him, "Why do you wear white if you fight at night?" And he's like, "Because I'm not scared. By the time they see me coming, they'll be so scared that they'll be trembling so bad that they won't even be able to shoot me." I mean, that's badass. That's like,
I'll give you that.
This dude ain't nothing to mess with.
Again, hero, Batman, Moon Knight, anti-hero. I don't want my heroes to kill.
I want him to kill.
That's my biggest thing with Wolverine.
They never really get to let him kill, right?
Well, they don't let him kill because he became too popular.
Your weapons are claws.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want him to come help save me.
I mean, that's...
he became so popular that they don't let him kill him.
Big robbers.
Moon Knight,
I took care of him for you.
You know how many issues Joker would have lasted with Moon Knight? Half an issue.
Well, I mean that's one of the things that you have with That's one of the things you have with the Injustice thing, where they show you Superman. It's just like with Superman, everybody's like, well, he's such a Boy Scout. If Superman wasn't a Boy Scout,
he'd be a god.
You couldn't stop him. There'd be nothing. And I love the game how he's got like this police state, and everybody's like, Superman's coming. They snap to attention. They got his colors on.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And
it'd be like that Superman Red Sun, man.
And that's what Batman always says. if he realized how powerful he is, it would be the end of us. It would
Everybody.
be the end of everybody. Because,
Everybody.
I mean, who can hurt him? Even me, even Kryptonite, you can hurt him only but so much. Unless you have a whole plan of Kryptonite, then he'll fucking die.
Man, you better have a kryptonite bullet.
But if you have Kryptonite, you
don't
just
miss.
yeah, you exactly. He's
that's
so
the
fast
thing.
that you won't be able to hit him.
I don't know. You'd have to plug into the city and have somebody waiting with that arrow.
Yeah.
Let him catch it, let it explode, and then take him down. I thought that was Batman's best plan. The only thing was, what happens when you weaken him and all that kryptonite goes away because now he's
Batman don't kill.
You know what I mean?
So what are you gonna do when he regains his strength?
You gonna
He
run.
will
Yeah.
twist your
Yeah,
neck like a
you gonna
twig.
You're gonna have to
You
call
got-
somebody that will.
Call Moon Knight.
No. That ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yes.
You know what you're gonna need? You're gonna need that Asgardian with that hammer to come through.
Yeah, baby.
Because then
Yeah,
Superman
he
couldn't
will
pick it
pummel
up because
him to the ground.
he wouldn't be worthy to pick it up.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what.
That will do the job.
Yes, Thor will rip his head right off.
Oh,
If he-
I don't know because Thor can't even take on the Hulk. And,
What?
Did you not see Thor versus Hulk?
Where?
The animated movie.
Nah.
And this is what made me mad.
Tell me.
Thor versus Hulk, and Hulk pounds Thor. I mean, to almost death.
Yeah.
Wolverine just gets hit and gets knocked down and gets back up. I'm like, he took out a god. Hulk beat you. Remember? Because I was mad. He beat him down.
Yeah.
But Wolverine gets up like it ain't no thing.
Yeah, they actually have a tussle. That's the thing.
Wolverine,
Like,
yeah.
they're
Wolverine.
actually fighting. There shouldn't be
The Hulk.
Yeah. But the thing is, Thor knows Bruce Banner, and he has a lot of respect and appreciation for him. That's the
There
thing.
was
They
no Bruce
haven't-
Banner. It was just the Hulk.
Exactly. But that's the thing. Thor didn't know that.
No, he did know. He knew.
He knew that
He knew. Loki had took.
No, he
The
really
human
when he
weight
when
was-
he realized it, it was late. When he realized that, he was like, something's wrong in here. Something's wrong with Bruce.
So
He
you
was
saw
like,
it?
Yeah, I have the movie. And
You notice how he didn't mention that earlier on.
no, I have it. And but check this out. Fear itself, which is the story where Thor dies. Thor in the beginning, he gets manhandled by Odin. Odin is supposed to be the god of the gods. You know,
Yeah,
he's
king of the gods.
the
Norse
baddest of
gods.
the bad. That's not entirely true. The serpent is Odin's brother in the story, in Fear itself. Is the most powerful god ever. So they trapped him on the bottom of the earth. And he's been there for ages. Odin trapped him there. Thor was born, and there's a mythology that says that Thor will die defeating that god, making Thor more powerful than Odin. Even Odin can deal with that. So Odin has been lying to Thor all these years, hiding that story. No, you don't even talk about that. Don't worry about that. Hide that story. He finds that out. In the process of him finding that out, the Hulk and a few other heroes, the Thing, they get hammers like Mjolnir, like Thor's hammer.
Oh my god.
But check this out. They become as powerful as Thor. All of them. They're like 5 of them or something like that. And what they do is they're trying to bring this end of the world thing, which they do. They bring the god out. Thor has to fight Hulk and the Thing at the same and they're all both as powerful as him.
You need Superman, man.
And but this is the thing. They're both as powerful as him, and he beat them both at the same time. And he beat the God Serpent, which makes him more powerful than Odin.
Right.
So
this is Ragnarok.
This is Ragnarok. So
You know that's coming out in the book. They've redone it.
yeah. Walt Simonson is making it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you, and that's the thing. It's comic books, and it's here or there. You know, you can be more powerful, whatever. But if it came down, Thor has that honor in him that he will. If it came down, it's like Superman. If it came down to if Thor wanted to destroy everything, the whole planet, whatever, he could. He fought Galactus and beat him.
He was originally designed to beat the Hulk.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, there you go. I mean, you know, we all have our little heroes, and I was going to forsake the bat for Hawk Girl, but I can't do it. I'm too much of a Batman fan. I had my little Batman stuff jamming at work today, and I was like, that gotta hurry up and get to the boys. So, we have any more TV news?
There's more TV news.
Yeah, there's plenty more TV
Go.
news actually.
Hit it.
All right, well, just for you there, Windhammer. I know that, you know, even though I'm happy to be here in Asgard, you are also a big Star Wars fan.
Yes.
And Star Wars Rebels.
Yes!
October 9th, Thursday, on Disney XD.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for another story, another chapter in the Star Wars.
I'm excited too.
You know, it's and I'm hoping it's really good.
When does that take place?
It's really good. When?
No, the storyline for that isn't that like after episode 4, Rebels? Isn't that
after episode 3? I think it is.
Isn't that? Oh yeah.
It's after episode 3.
Okay, I can deal with that. I don't want to go backwards. I want to go forward.
Yeah.
Once again, as you can see, it's a weekday slot on a Thursday, so that means they're running that one to stay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It doesn't interfere with DC's,
Right.
so I'm good.
Okay, so then after that, we want to go into the original series stuff that Netflix is doing. Netflix is really impressing me because they're finally looking
His
out.
Marvel fetish is Gambit.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, mon ami.
Gambit.
That's right, share. But yeah, Netflix. They've been going through some issues, and I mean, especially after losing Stars, and a lot of the content that went with that, and it's just not the same and how it used to be. So they have also, you know, jumped on the superhero thing, and they're going to start out with Marvel's Daredevil, May of 2015.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Well, I'm hoping it's gonna be
Yes,
awesome.
exactly. I'm hoping it will be too. But if you look at a lot of their other original content, and it's knocking it out of the park, the Orange is the New Black, and
Yes.
House of Cards.
House of Cards, yeah.
You know, which is winning awards and Emmys.
Yeah.
Kevin
And,
Spacey, man.
So
Yeah.
they're putting effort behind their.
Yeah, and
they're
both
not, they're
of
not
those-
just putting stuff to put it out there, you know.
Yeah, and both of those are going into season 3 already.
Yeah.
You know, and after just winning a slew of Emmys with, you know, House of Cards.
Yeah.
They're doing some really good original content, and I'm hoping that's going to follow through with Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
And they're taking their time with it, which is another good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could have rushed it, and it could be out. I could tell you, yeah, it's coming out next week or this fall season, and it's not, and that's good. You know, because they need time to prepare and play off of what's going to be airing right now as well. You know,
Yes,
because
exactly.
right now what's playing is setting the bar. You always have to be able to get over that bar.
Mm-hmm.
So take your time, Netflix, please. And just to also go along with that, they have Iron Fist that's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Luke Cage that's coming out. And did you see how everybody's wanting Terry Crews? to
Come
be
on,
Luke Cage?
man.
He has to be.
He looks like Luke
He
Cage.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
he said he
Thank you.
wanted-
Thank you.
He
He
said if
looks
they have
like
me,
it.
I'll be there.
You know it.
I mean, no questions asked.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
The dude just looks like it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
He's funny. He's serious when he wants to be. He's super fit.
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
He's
really.
he's a good actor. He's well respected.
Okay.
He's played, bro. He's
favorite
fan
Terry
favorite.
Crews movie. Expendables.
I'm sorry, Expendables.
Yeah.
And if does
He was
anybody
awesome
say,
in
have you guys
Expendables.
seen Expendables 3?
No, I haven't.
I haven't seen
I just
it.
wanted to jump back a little bit into the Wesley Snipes thing.
Yeah.
He hasn't lost a step.
No.
Oh yeah.
He was in Expendables, and him and Jason Statham's character, Jason Statham in the Expendables pretty much took over his spot because he got put away in jail in the Expendables.
Okay.
That's why, and they're busting him out in 3.
Oh man. Okay.
And he's the expert knife thrower and everything. And him and Jason Statham are going back and forth at it.
Oh man.
You know, they're because he took my spot pretty much.
Yeah.
But he hasn't lost a step, and it was so funny because in there they're like, "So we all went through all this to bust you out of jail. What are you in there for anyway?" And he looks and he says, "Tax evasion."
That's awesome.
I died because that's exactly
Okay.
why he was away.
I have
for
a
little
confession.
while.
My favorite Terry Crews movie, White Chicks.
Really? Oh my
Man.
gracious.
I love it. I just that's. Man, I'm
He
sorry.
was good in that. He was very good.
Man, I'm
He's
sorry.
funny. He's a funny kid. He's a
He
funny
is.
dude,
He's
man.
fun. I also liked him in what was the one that he did? The Adam Sandler, the prison movie. He was one of the
Oh,
football
The Longest Yard.
The Longest Yard.
Yeah, the
Yes,
remake.
yeah.
The remake
He
of
was
The
funny.
Longest
He was the only prisoner in there that can get McDonald's cheeseburger.
Yeah.
You know? And him always doing that robot thing. And I have actually watched, and I'm not a fan of a whole lot of shows and sitcoms, but I watched that Are We There Yet?
Yes.
show of his.
Yeah.
It's good.
Really?
Yeah, it's good.
It's not hokey like
Yeah.
you think or whatever.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's funny, yeah.
And every occasionally you'll get a little Ice Cube cameo in there.
No, and he has a scene where somebody, I think he's bullying his son or something like that,
Yeah.
and he say, if you want me to, if you bully him one more time, but you can see when Terry
Yeah.
Crews flip from funny to just,
Yeah, you see those wrinkles go on his
Intense.
forehead.
you can
Yeah.
see the football player that he was, and you're like, oh
Mhm.
man, he's gonna whoop this guy. Yeah.
But yeah. He's I'm all for him playing that part.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know,
I'm sure they're gonna make.
He's
I'm sure they're gonna cross over Iron Fist.
Oh, come on,
and-
man.
that's
okay.
why I think that Wesley Snipes is going to fall right back into character with Blade, because like I said, he didn't miss a step. He was still just as agile. Yeah, he was away for a little while, but you can still tell he was working out.
Oh yeah.
He was getting ready.
He's a martial artist. I mean, those people train
All
all the time.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's what we got going on. We have a few more coming from Netflix. We've got Jessica Jones.
That's Luke Cage wife, right?
Well, she's
Oh, you beep.
yeah, she's been around for a little while. Yeah, I think.
You showed me that action comic. Oh my gosh.
I got a few. Look at this is one of the legendary ones. One of the rapey ones.
And then of course we got the Defenders. That's coming out as well.
Defenders. Doesn't that involve Doctor Strange and all that stuff?
Strange, the Hulk.
And aren't they making a Doctor Strange movie?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Supposedly,
maybe
Hulk
they're
talking
just
about
Joaquin
building
Phoenix
bridges and connections. You
Oh,
know?
man.
You never know.
Phoenix, come on.
What? Man, Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor, man.
Yeah, we've got a lot of that stuff going on, and just wanted to make sure that everybody kind of understood we have some.
Well, with
stuff going on.
Netflix, CBS is still holding off. They want to see what Daredevil does before they push another Trek show. Unfortunately, they're still talking about this whole Star Trek CSI or JAG type show. I will keep you posted, fans. I mean, I like to see something Trek back on the air, but
That's
really
scary.
not that. Yeah, right.
I want to see a live action Star Wars show. Supposedly, George Lucas said they've recorded they did a bunch of stuff,
Really?
but supposedly it's still too expensive to be a weekly show.
Watch. JJ gonna make it happen. I'm
JJ.
telling you now, man. JJ gonna make it happen. Disney's already bending over for JJ.
JJ made me like Star Trek, and that's something that I would never even think possible. Star Trek always seemed to me like people were sitting around a lot.
See how we get bashed at Star Wars? I mean, because you're in Star Wars and everybody's on board. Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
So, I think we should wrap it up here. It's almost at the hour mark. We got to go to Comic Book Heaven.
Yep.
Start talking to the owner there and see about setting up some stuff and grabbing some graphic novels.
Absolutely.
All right, folks. As you know, we're getting ready to keep this going.
Yeah.
Well, this is our new set, Cosmic Portal 2.0. Every week we'll be throwing out a podcast, and soon we shall be back on the air on internet radio doing the Cosmic Portal off of voiceradio.com. So enjoy the Star Wars while it lasts. 'Cause when it's over, it's over. And we might try to do something else like Marvel Civil War is what I'm interested in. So.
You know who I'm gonna play.
So that is it from us signing out, and enjoy your day.